right, let's jump right in. Today we're doing a deep dive into Joshua chapter 10.
Really fascinating chapter.
It is. This is a pivotal moment for the Israelites as they journey to the Promised Land.
Absolutely a turning point.
And we see political intrigue, divine intervention, and leadership lessons that I think are still relevant even today.
Yeah, what's really captivating about this battle is how this tiny little thing, the Gibeonites making a peace treaty with the Israelites,
Right.
it just triggers this huge, massive conflict.
It really does.
Yeah.
So for our listener, to set the stage, we've got the Israelites, led by Joshua, in the middle of conquering the Promised Land.
Right.
They've already had some big victories, which makes the surrounding kings, understandably, pretty nervous.
Yeah, the Amorite kings, they see the Israelites as this growing threat, and they're like, we gotta stop them.
Right.
So 5 of these kings get together, form an alliance, a powerful coalition, and they decide to target the Gibeonites for siding with Israel.
So it's not just about land, right?
Yeah.
It's about sending a message. Punishing the Gibeonites is like a warning.
Totally.
Don't even think about allying with Israel.
It's all about power, instilling fear, discouraging defections. But they really underestimate Joshua.
Yeah.
When he hears about the attack on Gibeon, he doesn't mess around.
Nope.
Mobilizes his army, marches all night to help them.
This is where you see Joshua's leadership in action.
Oh, absolutely.
Decisive, loyal to his allies,
Yeah.
bold action.
And, we can't forget the spiritual side of this.
Yeah.
Before the battle, God speaks directly to Joshua, assures him of victory, tells him, don't be afraid, I've got this.
Okay.
They're yours. Not a single one of them will stand against you.
Powerful stuff.
Right.
And that assurance fuels Joshua's confidence and determination.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So the Israelites, with God's promise backing them up, they clash with the Amorites at Gibeon.
And this is where things get, biblical.
Yeah, things are about to get interesting.
Oh, yeah. The battle is raging, and the Israelites, they're pushing the Amorites back.
Oh.
But Joshua, he realizes they need more time to really win completely.
Makes sense.
So he does something incredible.
Okay.
He prays for the sun to stand still.
Whoa.
I know.
And according to the text, that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, pretty wild.
The sun stops in the middle of the sky.
It does.
It gives the Israelites enough daylight to completely defeat their enemies.
It really is a powerful moment.
It is.
This event is often seen as a miracle, and it really highlights that theme.
Yeah.
Divine intervention in the face of impossible odds.
It makes you think about
Oh, for sure.
faith, the limits of human understanding,
Yeah.
the possibility of miracles.
Absolutely. But even beyond all the theological stuff, it speaks to the power of belief.
I see what you mean.
Even when things seem hopeless,
Yeah.
a breakthrough is possible.
So the sun stands still, the Israelites win a huge victory,
They do.
and those 5 Amorite kings, they run and hide in a cave.
Yeah, they try to escape.
But Joshua, he's always thinking ahead, right?
Yeah, always.
He doesn't let them get away.
No.
Seals off the cave with boulders
Huge boulders.
and posts guards to keep them trapped.
Smart.
I think this detail, it's often overlooked,
It is.
but it tells us a lot about Joshua's leadership.
Oh, it really does.
He's not just a warrior.
Right.
He's also a planner.
Meticulous, detail-oriented.
Exactly. He understands thoroughness. He doesn't declare victory too soon.
Oh.
He doesn't leave loose ends.
Make sure the threat is completely neutralized.
So the kings are stuck in that cave.
Yep.
And Joshua, he turns his attention back to the remaining Amorite forces.
Smart.
He tells his army, don't be afraid, be strong and courageous. This is how the Lord will deal with all your enemies.
What's interesting here is that Joshua, he doesn't take any credit. Nope.
Yeah.
He gives it all to God. It reinforces this idea that he's an instrument of God's will.
He's carrying out a divine plan.
Exactly. And it also really boosts the morale of his troops.
Yeah, I bet.
Reminding them, you're fighting on the side of the Almighty.
Right. They've got God on their side.
Exactly.
After the remaining Amorite forces are scattered, Joshua has the 5 kings brought out of the cave.
Oh, yeah.
And in a real show of dominance, he has his commanders put their feet on the necks of those captured kings.
A powerful image.
It is.
This act, it was meant to show the complete subjugation.
Of the Amorite kings and their armies.
You got it. It's a visual representation of the shift in power.
Power dynamics changing.
Completely. The Amorite dominance is over.
Finished.
And the Israelites, led by Joshua, empowered by God, they're in control now.
Wow. It's a powerful image, a real turning point. So what happens next?
Well, Joshua addresses his troops,
Okay.
reminds them, don't be afraid, be strong, be courageous, because this is how the Lord will deal with all their enemies.
Right.
And then he orders the execution of those 5 kings. And
Uh,
he has their bodies displayed
oh, wow.
as a warning to anyone else thinking of messing with them.
So it's a brutal act,
Oh, yeah.
but I guess it reflects the times, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The realities of ancient warfare. You got to
Wow.
establish dominance.
In a hostile environment, for sure. So this victory at Gibeon,
Yeah.
it's not just a battle won, it's a turning point in their campaign for the Promised Land.
Oh, yeah. Huge turning point.
Yeah,
This defeat of this powerful Amorite alliance, it sends a message.
it does.
The other cities see this and they're like, uh-oh.
Right.
They're demoralized. Many surrender without even fighting.
Wow.
Joshua and the Israelites, they just keep going.
Yeah.
Conquering city after city.
Fulfilling that promise God made to their ancestors.
Exactly.
You know, it's amazing how this story,
I know.
with all the military stuff and the divine intervention,
Yeah.
still offers lessons for us today.
Oh, so many lessons.
What are some of the key takeaways, you think?
Well, one of the biggest ones for me is decisive leadership.
Okay. Yeah.
Joshua, he doesn't hesitate. He sees a problem, makes a plan, takes action.
That's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whether you're running a company, leading a team, just making decisions in your life, it matters.
We also see that thoroughness, attention to detail.
Oh, yeah.
Joshua doesn't just win. He makes sure the victory is complete.
No loose ends.
He doesn't leave anything to chance.
Smart.
And then there's that powerful message of faith
Yes.
and perseverance.
The Israelites, they faced impossible odds,
Right.
but they never gave up on God's promise.
They kept moving forward,
They did.
trusting they would inherit the land.
Unwavering belief in a greater purpose. It's inspiring, even today.
Absolutely. So much to think about. So if you had to pick just one thing for our listener to take away today.
Oh, that's a tough one. I'd say even when you face obstacles that seem impossible, courage, strategic thinking, and unwavering faith can lead to amazing results.
Wow, that's a powerful message to end on. Thanks for guiding us through this deep dive.
My pleasure.
And to our listeners out there, we hope this story from the book of Joshua inspires you to face your own challenges with boldness and the belief that even the seemingly impossible can be achieved. Until next time, keep diving deep